Hi everyone, let's talk about the most important module in our OET exam, that is writing. So everybody knows writing is a bit tough, right? So why is it tough? In OET, you have to write a letter to the professional. If you're a nurse, you have to write a letter to another nurse or maybe a doctor or a social worker. So what is different here at COSMO? At COSMO, we have developed specifically 9 models to help you all easily follow these patterns and get your required scores. So what are the different models? We have 9 models in total, dealing with unknown cases, known cases, and all the other different types of cases currently available in OET writing module. So let us talk about the first model, that is M01. So what do you mean by model 1 is when you're talking about referral cases. So what is referral cases? Referral cases is nothing but unknown case, that is you're writing about a patient to another professional who does not have any idea about the patient. That is known as a referral case. Let us see the first model, that is M01, which is simple referral. Simple referral means when you are writing about a patient to a professional who does not know anything about this patient, it is considered to be a referral letter. That is an unknown patient to a professional, it is considered to be a referral letter. So what is the specificity of M01, that is your simple referral, is you are writing to a specific professional. For example, here we are writing to an endocrinologist. What is the reason for today's letter? It is because we are having a patient who is suspected to have diabetes mellitus. That is the reason why we are writing a letter to an endocrinologist. So let us see the format of how to write a simple referral letter. This is the format for writing a simple referral letter. I am writing to refer Mr. X, who is suspected to have diabetes mellitus. He requires further assessment and management at your service. So, I think you all must have got a pretty much a bit small idea of what is a format to follow when you're writing an unknown referral letter, especially to a professional. Here we're writing to an endocrinologist. So what is the main thing which is different here? Please note down these: at your service. It is not at your facility, it is at your service. That is the main highlight. And see the other one, that is it was assessment and management and not care and management. That was what is different in this simple referral letter. So if you're able to get a professional, you're writing a letter to a professional who is going to take care of this patient who they have no idea about, then that is considered to be a simple referral letter. Let's talk about another example, that is our discharge referral. So what is the difference between simple referral and discharge referral? Here we are referring, that is you are writing about a patient to somebody who has no idea. That is the main basic concept. But there's a small twist here. Here it's basically a discharge letter, that is the patient has cured and the patient has recovered enough to get discharged from the hospital, but we cannot send the patient back home. We have to send him to a nursing home or a retirement home for further care and management. So let's see that format. Okay, here we have a patient who fell down in his home and he had a fracture. He went to the hospital, he underwent a treatment, and they have treated him, and now he is fit for discharge. So this patient is going back not to his home. He has to be referred to a nursing home or a retirement home for further care and management till he is fit enough to take care of his own needs. So this is a format for that sort of scenarios. I am writing to refer Mr. X, who is recovering from a fall. He requires care and management at your facility following his discharge today. So see that comma, it is following his discharge today. So if you see, we didn't write it as a separate sentence, we wrote it by using a comma. So here we can understand two things. First is when the interlocutor or when the assessor is going to read through your letter, they understood that it is an unknown case, that is, you're writing about a patient who the person you're writing to has no idea about. It's an unknown case. Second thing is, it is a discharge case, that is, directly from the hospital they are coming to this facility. It can be a nursing home or a retirement home, depending on the letter you're getting. So this is one of our models which we can apply for such scenarios. So we have like this 9 models dealing with different scenarios and different situations. When you follow these models, writing becomes a piece of a cake. It is very easy for our students to get 350 and above and get their required score to go to their country of desire. But on the other hand, what about speaking? Why is speaking a bit tough for the students? Because they don't have enough clarity and they are not able to understand their scenario or case. That is why speaking is a bit difficult. But we have developed a lot of patterns, or we have developed a lot of specific situation or scenario based patterns for our students to just follow and use that for their speaking. It makes things a lot easier. But writing is not so easy. It needs a lot of work. You need to do a lot of writing. You have to have an idea of all the 9 models and the wordings, and you should be able to get your required scores after you've given a lot of effort in your writing practice. So this is the difference between writing and speaking. I hope I have given you some tips which might be useful for you, and we have a lot more being covered in our classes specifically designed for writing and speaking.